Battery.
Full charge.
Signal.
Strong and broadcasting.
Compass.
Set for adventure.
All right, let's journey on.
Hello, welcome back to Journey On. My name is Andy, and I'm very happy that you're here today for our last episode of the first series. So today we'll get one more adventure in with the Tin Pan Knights, we'll get one more craft with Tommy Tinkersmith, and we'll spend some time with one more song with Allison. Well, one more of all these things until the next time. So let's get started. Yeah, let's get some magic going. Favorite colors, green, red, blue, pink, yellow, silver. I like silver. Okay, so we're gonna do silver. Next, we'll just go with regular old favorite foods. Any food that's your favorite from any place at any time. Corn dogs, hot dogs, all right, very similar. Pizza, all right, lettuce, salads, like some salads there. Ham, we're gonna do ham, all right, so we have silver, ham, and then we need favorite animals. What are your favorite animals out there? Okay, axolotls, octopus, okay, antelopes, aardvarks, okay, all right, lion, let's do lion. Okay, so we'll do silver, ham, lion. That's our magic formula today. So we are going to next... Yeah, we're going to gather that magic. So get your magic gatherers ready. We're going to gather it from below us and from the side and the other side and from above us and then right in front of us, and hold it tight. And we're going to whisper that magic formula in there. Silver, ham, lion.
Tin Pan Knights. Tin Pan Knights. Gather round and hear the tale of the Tin Pan Knights. They shall prevail with their wit, their strength, their luck and skill. For every adventure is such a thrill. There's Jules with their quick feet boots running around. Harper's helmet keeps their movement unbound. Nevada can leap with their cape oh so high. Whose backpack always has something that applies. Tin Pan Knights, Tin Pan Knights, Tin Pan Knights.
Our first summer as being Tin Pan Knights was amazing! We started out saving scarecrows, but soon left our kingdom to look for our king. But we found a queen, the Queen of Ravens. We fought against goblins and discovered an unknown kingdom. Then we learned that the goblins were helping, and they were actually called hopkins. We made a bunch of friends: Scarecrow, robots, queens, hopkins, and wraiths, pirates, and even crocodiles. We were lost at sea until we met a giant sea dragon called the Ocean Keeper. He was huge! He told us that the coyotes were lonely tricksters who destroyed their home by accident. You see, in ancient times, the coyotes played a trick on the sea dragons. They made one of the dragons a pair of black wings, and they said they could be a flying dragon. But when the dragons came close to the sun, we crashed down to the ocean, landing on the great ocean wall at the edge of the realm.
When the wall broke, the water from the ocean poured in and flooded the coyotes' homeland. Poor coyotes.
This summer I've been Lou, I've been Nevada, I've been a chicken, I am a knight. I've been Harper, I've been Nevada, I am a knight. I've been Nevada, I've been Jules, I've been a frog, I am a knight. I am a knight. I am a knight. We have leaped. We have rescued. We have fought. We have made peace.
The summer is almost over, and the Knights have still got a lot of challenges ahead of them. They're still a long way from home, but they're going to visit amazing new places. They might even help the coyotes, even if they're scary. In the next leg of our journey, our Knights will meet new friends. They'll travel to new places as they answer the call to adventure. They will give aid to any in need. They will seek first to understand with any that disagree. This will be a story about facing fear, inspiring leadership, building bridges. It can even be a story about you as a Tin Pan Knight.
Welcome back, everyone. It's your old pal Tommy Tinkersmith in the land of Make Something, where we take one man's trash and we make it another man's treasure. I've got some sad news to report today, I hate to say. You might notice that me old pal Merlin the cat is nowhere to be found. Oh, know why? That's 'cause he and I had a big argument. That's right, a big old slobber knocker. Now you might ask, Tommy, what on earth does a tinker and a cat have a fight about? And I'll tell you what. I asked him what his favorite color was, and he responded, lime green. Ha! Lime green like his whiskers. Then he asked me what me favorite color was, and I responded, kind of a coppery orange color, just like me top hat. And he laughed at that and said that wasn't even a real color. And I said, of course it's a real color. It's the color of me hat. And he said, no, it's not. And I said, well, at least it's not lime green. That's a silly favorite color. And we just argued back and forth. Now, if we're best mates, shouldn't we have the same favorite color, right? Right? So I don't know how we can ever be best mates again. It's kind of sad, but I'll just have to make a new familiar and have a new best mate because we can't agree on what our favorite color is. Wait. You know what? That reminds me of something that me mum used to say. She'd look at me and she'd say, Tommy, sometimes you've got to agree to disagree. Me mum always was a wise one, yes she was. What do you think? You think sometimes you just got to agree to disagree? Let me think about that a second. Agree to disagree. So that means that you don't always have to agree on every single thing, and you can still be best mates. That's an interesting idea. So that means we don't always have to have the exact same opinion about everything. That means we can have things that we differ on, and we could still be best mates. I like that idea. Then maybe, if we agree to disagree, maybe Merlin and I can bury the hatchet and be best mates again. Why don't we make something that'll help us agree to disagree? Let's start creating. Ha ha! Now we're gonna make a project I call a truce box, and for that, you're gonna need a box. A shoebox with a flappy lid works great, like this one that came with rubber shoes. Oh. Next up, you'll need some regular printer paper, a glue stick, scissors, and a brass fastener. You'll need a packet of Post-it notes, like these, a cardboard box, some markers, and a Kleenex. Make sure it's a clean one. Perfect. Let's make a truce box. All right, first thing we've got to do is we're going to write our saying, agree to disagree, on a piece of white paper the same size as our box. You can also decorate it with something nice like, I don't know, me. Now glue that down to the top of our box. Now we're going to make a little flag that pops up on this. And to do that, we need one long piece of cardboard about the length of the front of the box. And we need to cut a little handle. Perfect. Now we're going to poke a hole through these for the brass fastener. And to do that, we're going to use a nail. There you go. And one there. We'll poke the brass fastener right through the handle. And then we're going to make a hole in the side of our box where we want the handle to be. Like that, with the nail again. And place it right in. Make sure that that handle goes all the way roundy round, like that. Now to make sure our flagpole goes upright, we need to trim around the nail just like so. Now it's time to stick that flagpole right on the brass fastener inside the box. Make sure they work together. Now you're going to use a spot of low-tip glue to make sure that the flagpole sticks to the little tabs of the brass fastener. Then snip off some of that Kleenex to make a white flag for our truce flag. We're going to put some glue on the flagpole and stick it right on. And last but not least, we're going to take our Post-it notes and put a lot of glue stick on the back and stick it right in the middle of the top of our lid. And there we go, we have a truce box. Hey guys, we're back. We've got a truce box all made up. I'm back here with Merlin the cat. We've both taken Post-it notes off the inside of the box. We've both written a little note on them. And we've decided to agree to disagree. We just place them right in here. Once our truce is done, we can just lower the little truce flag there. Shut the box. And we can look at each other and both say that we agree to disagree. Isn't that right, Merlin? Yeah, that's right. I'm so glad you stopped by the land of Make Something. I'm Tommy Tinkersmith. Remember, keep creating.
Hello! It's so good to see you. It's been such a long time. Oh, you want to know what I'm doing here in the land of Make Something? Well, that's a very good question. Actually, it's the reason you haven't seen me for a little while. Remember Halt? Hungry, angry, lonely, tired? I started to realize that I was feeling all of those things more often than I normally do, and singing with my echo, experimenting with puppy chow recipes, and making music everywhere I go wasn't helping the same way it normally does. So my friend Flibius offered to bring me to Berwick and drop me off at the land of Make Something. I've been spending lots of time outside, up here in one of the land of Make Something's famous flying machines, singing and riding bikes. Since there aren't any cameras in the land of Make Something, I've been creating art out of the things I see so that when I go back, I'll be able to have those memories forever. Do you like the sunflowers that I painted? I'm going to hang them up in my room so I can fall asleep every night thinking about how happy they make me. One thing that was sad to me on my trip was when Tommy Tinkersmith and Merlin were fighting. I wanted to help because two best friends shouldn't end their friendship over the best favorite color. especially when Tommy and Merlin are much more alike than they are different. Even though their favorite colors are different, they both chose colors that you don't see every day. And to me, that tells me that Tommy and Merlin both like unique things. And seeing them be so passionate about their favorite color tells me that they both spend a lot of time noticing the small things. Those are what make them such great friends, not their favorite colors. I bet the lime green is the favorite color of most crocodiles, but I don't think that means Merlin should be best friends with just any crocodile. They could try to eat Merlin for lunch. What I like about the truce box Tommy and Merlin made is that it gives them a chance to disagree, take a breath, and then think about what they really want. A truce is a chance to take a breath. Tommy and Merlin didn't want to lose their friendship over a small disagreement, so they called a truce. Back in our world, I heard a story about the Christmas truce. There was a war, and people were fighting all over the world. It was really sad. Many of the people fighting in the war celebrated Christmas. That was something that they had in common. All of the soldiers on both sides had to sleep in deep trenches in the ground, and they were close enough to each other to be able to hear what the other side was doing. It was almost like living across the street from each other. So on Christmas Eve, some of the soldiers started singing a Christmas carol, and it sounded like this. Stille Nacht, heilige Nacht, alles schläft, einsam wacht, nur das dritte heilige Paar. Oh, der Knabe im lockigen Haar, schlaf in himmlischer Ruhe, schlaf in himmlischer Ruhe. Do you recognize that melody? The British soldiers did, only they didn't know the words to the song in German. That's the language I just sang. They knew the words in English. If you know the words, you can sing them with me. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. And when the British soldiers heard the German soldiers sing, some of the British soldiers took all the bravery they had inside them, and they crossed the street between them, waving a white flag like the one on Tommy's truce box. When you're disagreeing, one of the hardest, bravest things you can do is say, let's take a pause, let's take a breath. And guess what? The British soldiers' bravery paid off. The German soldiers didn't hurt them. So more and more soldiers came out of the trenches. Everyone stretched their legs, repaired their trenches, gave each other gifts, and even played football together. And of course, they sang Silent Night, the same song, but in different languages. Taking a breath is the reason I came to the land of Make Something. But soon I'm going to need to go back to our home, because the truce isn't forever, it's just a break. That's what the soldiers learned in the Christmas truce. The next day, they were ordered to go back to fighting. To stop fighting forever, you have to make peace. And you have to make peace by listening to the person on the other side of the disagreement and listening to what they need. Merlin needed to know that Tommy was still his best friend, even though they had a different favorite color. And Tommy needed to know that he and Merlin still had a lot in common, even though they had some differences. That's how they made peace. And when I go home, I'm going to make peace by taking care of myself, just like I have here in the land of Make Something. Can't wait to see you back in our world.
And now back to your realm.
And that is the time we have for this series. You know, I would like to thank everyone so much for helping us out. We had so many wonderful friends that made this possible. We had Tommy Tinkersmith, we had the Tin Pan Knights, there was the Queen of Ravens, Allison with her singing, just tons of people who really helped, especially thanks to you at home for taking the time to watch all this, and thanks to the performers for the Tin Pan Knights. You know, those were performers from the George Daly Youth Theater camps, both online and in person, and they spent a lot of time making this series possible. So thanks to all of those performers and their families for helping us out. So that's a wrap. We hope to see you again very soon with another series of Journey On, but until that happens, have a lot of fun, stay very safe, and journey on.